Here I'm using the ProSync screen recorder. This is a real world example working on hip rotation. Was swinging more like Snedeker and noticing some hip thrusting versus him and sort of that right foot coming around much faster. And started looking at more pros and decided I wanted to explore a hip rotation that's a little bit more like an Adam Scott or others. Set up my camera on the range so it's a similar angle, the ball's being hit on a similar line, and ended out doing sort of kind of call it a half swing, not fully rotating the hips and really just focused on trying to drive that hip back. And now I'm going to go try later today, and I want to take a closer look before doing so. So first thing I see is I'm going to need to quick sync, which is common if you're going to do detailed analysis. So my swing's just starting. I'm going to hit first move. There's a separate video on this, and hitting start down. Now, let's see. I think they're pretty good from there. Adam is swinging at 0.83, so 83% of his normal speed. And you can see because of this short swing, if I want to do more detailed analysis on the backswing positions, I'm going to need to, I'm taking mine to the top, and then I'm going to use this manual sync. I'm going to move Adam back. And again, we're kind of making him line up at that point, and because the pace is different, I have to add another one there. So those are synced up reasonably well. I can now check differences on the backswing. Initial sort of position, standing up, a little bit more bent at the waist. Club position there. I think a wrist roll or cupping. And let's see. It looks to me like his right arm is straighter. This club's getting laid off a little bit. Now it is a shorter swing, but it's still kind of getting laid off a bit. And as we look at the downswing, we might want to add another sync point there, but those, I think that's good enough. I could short circuit a little bit more. Yeah, so Adam's now quickly sort of bypassing that top section. And let's look at the follow through. So now I can look at that left shoulder, even the right shoulder, head staying down, left leg straightening quicker. I think the knees just rotating quicker, and then getting more on the outside and back of that left heel. So, this is the actual analysis that I would do to try to compare a shorter swing with a longer swing using quick sync, manual sync. Also, if you're wearing the same, either different clothes or the same color is actually better, and then you can invert and use this opacity. And that's also a pretty interesting view to show some differences. You can see the arm differences there. You can see the right shoulder and left shoulder dropping down, head staying down, hip staying back. So now I feel fully prepped with sort of some key thoughts to work on as I want to continue on this hip rotation experiment, and look forward to trying this out on the range.